Bang, bang.
How y'all doing?
We're good.
We're really good.
We're great.
Excited.
Happy to be here.
Very happy to be here. It is November 18th, 2012.
Mayans say we got about a month left. And you know what? This last month's going to be good.
It's
Clobbering
world time.
All right.
But this is Survivor Series.
And
let's
speaking
just
of
say,
the Mayans, Tyson Kidd's in this first match.
Ooh. This is how you know.
Does Tyson Kidd stand?
Is he getting that end of the world push?
I hope so.
It could happen.
Let's recap this match.
It was a bonus Survivor Series 5-on-5 match. You had Rey, Sin Cara, Tyson Kidd, Justin Gabriel, and Brodus Clay against the primetime players. Primo, Epico, and Tensai. And this match was highly entertaining.
Oh yeah,
highly fast-paced, action-packed.
Once they got rid of Brodus, the botching machine Clay, who almost killed
Tensai and himself.
Yeah, and then they got rid of Tensai, and then after that it was just like
it was just crazy, guys.
So you had 4 dudes survive at the end on the face team.
Yep, you ended up having everyone but Brodus.
Yeah. Everyone but Sin Cara got at least one pinfall.
Yeah, Tensai got eliminated, or on that team anyways. Yeah. Was it Tensai first?
Yeah.
Tensai first.
And then Titus.
Primo, Epico, Darren Young.
Yep.
Yeah, Kid had a submission in there. Gabriel had a roll-up.
Kid had another roll-up.
Yeah, Rey technically got the last pin.
He had the other one too.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. So the face team won. The sole survivors were Rey, Sin Cara, Kid, and Gabriel. So
got to the pay-per-view going off right.
Yeah, it was good.
Falling from Cloud 9 happens next.
We're falling from
Cloud 9.
And we get Eve versus Kaitlyn. Before the match starts, Kaitlyn's walking backstage, and I said, "Oh, I hope she gets attacked," and she did. What? Oh no!
A blonde wig.
Chick in a blonde wig, and I'm just like, what is going? Why? And then
thought it was Paige from NXT.
Thought it was Paige.
I was super pumped. Yeah, super pumped because she's solid. And then I got a text from my brother, and then who said it was Oksana. Looked it up. It was Oksana.
They apparently said it was Oksana.
They said it was Oksana last month on SmackDown, I think too.
Oh. Oh yeah.
So they already did the reveal a month ago. So
welcome to SmackDown.
Well, I don't even watch SmackDown when I knew that.
Whoops.
Well, awesome. Eve pulls out the W.
She did. We both picked Kaitlyn. I thought it was gonna be that little, Survivor Series moment where they build a new diva or whatever. But then I remembered that they wanted to do Eve versus AJ, and I wanted to change my pick, but I remembered too late, so I couldn't. But Eve gets the win, and I want to see Eve versus AJ, so that's cool because I want AJ to just say, kicks. But Eve gets the win. Nothing too crazy here. Then we get U.S. title match, Antonio Cesaro versus R-Truth. And a pretty good match. The only problem was we didn't get the uppercut.
We didn't get it. R-Truth didn't want to take the...
I did love the pre-match promo from Cesaro. He always has good ones of those. That's when he starts talking about how we're about to have another meaningless holiday. All we're thankful for... What did he say? All we should be thankful for is he just said we're thankful for.
I can't remember.
I can't remember. It was good though.
He brought it though.
And then he's like, the only thing you guys should be thankful for is Antonio Cesaro as your United States champion. And then
I've had enough. Conspiracy made me change it up. You suck. You suck.
If you ever sing the song, you have to say it off key because they were awful. Awesome Truth was awful.
Miz has no rhythm.
It was awful.
R-Truth.
It's not that hard. You suck.
You suck.
You suck.
You suck.
Not you suck. You suck.
Yeah. R-Truth.
Not a big R-Truth guy. R-Truth had me a believer in capital punishment. So I was telling.
Yeah, that was awesome when he came out dressed as a Confederate.
It was hilarious.
Started doing Hunting We Will Go.
Yeah. Even around last year's Survivor Series, I liked it when he was complaining about the pigeons and he was yelling at the pigeons that were up on the Rock Cena sign. They were underestimated.
And this isn't just one of those things where because we're on the internet, we only like the heels.
No, not at all.
And now because he's a face, I'm like, no, because he's boring now.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of faces I like. You like Tyson Kidd's one of your favorite guys. He's a face.
Oh, yeah. Daniel Bryan.
Randy Orton, I guess, is a face. I guess. I don't know if I can call him a face. He's a face. Yeah, I mean, Punk was a face for a very long time, and we
Because
always
it's
liked
basically
him.
about these T-shirts.
He definitely was.
All right.
It definitely matches the color scheme. I like the gray hair.
We talked about this on the pre-show.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this during. Who's next for Cesaro? Because this leaves no door open for R-Truth to come at it again.
No, because he got denied. He got destroyed.
Let's just have a little tournament. That's a tournament or like a.
They already did the tag tournament, so I don't see them doing
Okay.
double tournaments, but maybe like at least like get like 4 guys.
Yeah,
in
let's
there,
have a fatal
like
four-way.
Fatal 4-way number 1 contender or something.
Yeah.
Maybe get A-Rai back in here.
A-Rai. Let's have Evan Bourne return and face him.
Yeah, Evan Bourne we talked about.
Yeah, and then have Bourne almost win or something like that, and you can roll that match out at the Rumble, and that'll be a very solid match on a good pay-per-view.
Yeah.
We have to roll it out first at TLC, let people, see if it can get a good reaction and all of that.
Screw it. 3MB's close enough to face. Get Slater in there.
Let's do that.
But
they're on the pre-show, and I don't know if they won or not.
They won.
Oh,
3MB.
Yeah, so I guess they're doing something with that, so let's not roll him in there.
Freaking love that. But yeah, so there's a lot of ways they can go, but at the same time, there's not very many because there's not a lot of options. So
because they've booked Cesaro in a different like there's like different things like connect together. He's on his own little like area. He wasn't in the 5-on-5.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have a feud guy. He's not a main eventer, so he can't go to the main event pool. So he's sitting there with mid-carders. It's just, and you know what? There's like 5 or 6 that'll have, a good series with him.
Yeah.
But they're doing something with Kid and Gabriel, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
One of those 2 would be great in that feud. So someone like Bourne returning.
Cesaro really is in his own. Like, he's not high enough yet to be in the second 5-on-5, but he's higher than a lot of the guys in the first one.
He actually was getting some heat, though, which it's going to take him. So he wasn't going to go in there and get, booed out of the building from the start, but he's doing well now, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of those long-ass videos. All right.
It's only at 7 minutes, and we only have like 4 more things.
That's true. The next thing sucks.
And the next thing we're going to talk about. The next 2 things we're going to talk about for like 5 seconds because they weren't that big of a deal.
Yeah. And basically, we both agree we want to see Cesaro versus some smaller guys first.
Mm-hmm. Evan Bourne would be good.
Yeah. We don't, Evan Bourne's American.
Press and boom! Uppercut.
All-American Jack Swagger.
That's true.
They were chanting USA.
Bring him back as a face.
If Bourne's not ready and you want to just roll out him versus Swagger at TLC,
I'd be cool with it.
Yeah.
I'd be whatever.
Maybe go TLC is like a little 2 pay-per-view package and then go to the Rumble. Not even have him in a match at the Rumble. And then at the Chamber and all that, face Evan Bourne, have Evan Bourne go over at Mania. Mm-hmm. And the Extreme Rules have something crazy.
Yeah, just keep it going. Yeah. Just have it featured.
Yeah. Keep Cesaro on the card and keep giving him mic time and see how well this guy can do.
See how it goes, because what else are you going to do? Yep. And then we get AJ and Vickie, another great segment.
So what's going on with this? Because every time this is on, I fast forward because I can't watch Raw live right now. I've picked up a general grasp that AJ is getting with the Gobbledygooper.
Yep, Johnny.
Yep. Actually, she's getting with John Laurinaitis.
She's getting with John Boy.
She's getting with John Morrison.
Yep.
And John Morrison's going to come back and fight Dolph Ziggler for the rights to AJ because it's going to come out that Dolph has a thing for AJ.
Yes.
All right.
That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty close.
And somehow John Cena's involved, but not involved. But AJ and Vickie are involved. And then somehow Tamina Snuka is involved.
Tamina attacks AJ. This was pretty confusing. It's like, whatever. I don't care. AJ showed some
this killed the crowd.
She showed some pretty obviously doctored footage to make fun of the fact that she thinks that all Vickie's stuff is doctored and stuff.
Yeah. She did make a good double entendre about Ricardo Rodriguez's burrito.
You're enjoying Ricardo's burrito there.
And I said...
And the crowd said...
Yep.
That makes sense.
Other than that, this killed it. Heyman had a promo next where he didn't really say a whole lot.
Yeah, it was really just,
Did he even
CM Punk towards the best in the...
No. Yeah.
He just talked, CM Punk is the best in the world. That's fine. And then we get World Heavyweight Championship match. This one, not as good as the last one, but you couldn't expect it to be as good because these guys are not my favorite guys, and I actually liked that one. Yeah. So to expect me to like 2 of their matches in a row is beyond me. But I'm okay with the finish because still, the Heavyweight Champion is the Big Show, and considering the choices, I'll take it.
Yep.
They kind of had, it wasn't that long actually. I was surprised when the end kind of happened. They went back and forth for a while. They had some cool spots though. Sheamus actually had Big Show up on his shoulders, hit White Noise, but then Sheamus ended up brogue kicking #HardBodyRef when Big Show threw him out in front, boom, and then in an interesting twist, which actually logically made sense, all the refs came out, and normally when this happens, the heel gets back on top, hits it, and then he sits there with the pin forever. There's 9 refs right there, but they wait for the one Charles Robinson to run down. Yeah. This ref said, no, screw it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. The ref that was out there helping just pins 1, 2, 3. But then, I touched the ball, coach.
Alex, come on. You're going to lose the game.
No, I touched the ball. It's their ball.
It's their ball.
Yeah, that ref did that. Oh, the big dog put him in punishment, so he has to get disqualified.
Yeah, you get disqualified. Oh, nice voice.
But, yeah, so basically what happens in another weird turn of events is Big Show gets disqualified, retains the title, super pissed about it.
I'm mad too, man. He won by DQ. There's some kayfabe in there about him getting less money or something like that. If Booker T was on commentary, he would have said, that check just went down there.
He just lost all the money. I'm surprised JBL didn't. JBL had, man, Kansas State lost last night. That was so funny. I love JBL. Yeah, JBL was one of the highlights of this.
Yeah. Hopefully you stop seeing Kansas State stuff out and about in the world. I'm just going to go tangent right now. Everywhere I go, I see Kansas State stuff now.
No, seriously, at school?
Yeah, it's like you weren't with them back when it was Josh Freeman and Aqib Talib. You probably don't know who Aqib Talib is.
You probably don't know Aqib Talib. Yeah, you don't know where he is now. You didn't know that he got traded from the Buccaneers to the New England Patriots. He used to be a K-State Wildcat.
He wasn't a K-State Wildcat. He got burnt by a K-State Wildcat. Jordy Nelson.
Aqib Talib was on Kansas.
Yeah. He got burnt by Jordy Nelson.
White, and then the guys had the White Power group.
Yeah, castfootball.us. Look it up.
Do it.
Yeah, but if you look at it, Jordy Nelson was at K-State before it was cool to be at K-State.
Long before it was cool to be at K-State.
And he burnt Aqib Talib. And at that point,
it was over.
We had to all acknowledge that Jordy Nelson was faster than every other wide receiver we've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And long story short,
true story.
Kansas State looking not so great.
Nope.
What are they going to do with Sheamus? We're not sure. I mean, they're going to continue this.
Yeah,
they hinted towards the chairs match at the end.
Yeah, they obviously hinted towards the TLC chairs match. So I guess maybe that's why Big Show's pissed, because they know they have to fight him again, which makes sense.
Yeah.
He's like,
you can look at it this way.
Let's get rid of this guy.
Yeah. But it's not a compelling program. It doesn't make you want to watch.
No, I mean,
I haven't watched SmackDown because there's no.
Exactly. They had one really good match, and I think that might have been the worst thing that happened. Because now they think they can consistently do that when that is not the case.
I mean, the thing is that match had 2 false finishes. You can't roll out every week.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it was the moment where you can't, like, duplicate, oh, crap, he kicked out of the, kick, because they've already done it now.
Yeah. So it's expected that it happens now. So,
yeah. And then we got to the bigger of the 5-on-5 matches. Yeah, chair match makes sense. Then we get to the bigger of the 5-on-5 match, Team Ziggler versus Foley. So you got Dolph, Sandow, Del Rio. What tag team are they? I already said Otunga.
Come on, want me to do this one?
Yeah.
We had Barrett.
Barrett. Yeah, that's 5. And then the Team Foley was Randall Keith Orton, Team Hell No, Kofi Kingston, Big Mr. Kingston, and The Miz. And this match, I actually really liked this match because it was back and forth, and
built.
Sandow got eliminated real quick. Yeah. Sandow tried to leave, and it came back. Like, there were a lot of quick eliminations, and then it kind of like the 3 guys on each side had a good back and forth for a while, and then it got down. Yeah. But the guys that got out quick, Sandow got out pretty quick because the final 3 ended up being on each side were Del Rio, Ziggler. Who was it? Del Rio, Dolph, and not Otunga. Barrett, and then Orton, Miz, and Daniel Bryan.
And at this point, this is where I don't want to say this, but this is where you can tell WWE wants to see how well these guys can go back and forth.
Yeah.
To see what their future things can be.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why when they had those guys in there, you look at those guys and you want to see how well Miz can work as a face against Wade Barrett.
And then
because they believe in Wade Barrett.
They made sure to get all the guys in there against the different matchups.
And I think the matchup that's going to steal every single thing is going to be the eventual
Ziggler, Daniel, Bryan.
We're on the same page on this. And when they ran this out, when Bryan was the world champ, it was great.
Yeah.
But
when it was just kind of throw it out or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But when it's
going to... they actually went with it?
Yeah. Yeah. Because those two guys can go.
Yeah.
And we've seen Bryan and Wade Barrett before.
Mm-hmm.
That one can get a good story behind it as well.
Bryan Orton would be interesting if they actually did it.
Yeah.
Like, not... Because they've had a couple matches, but it was kind of like... Go to SmackDown, player. You have to face Randy Orton because you're in trouble now.
It's almost... They're so contrasting.
Yeah, because it's just like... It's so...
It's sports entertainer, thoroughbred.
Yeah.
Versus...
the indie dude that's come up from, detached retinas and everything. Like...
Oh, yeah. The guy who wrestled in bingo halls.
Yeah, exactly.
Local gyms. And
it'd be a very interesting, especially if they went with that whole thing. Like,
yeah.
I'm a third generation.
I almost want to see Daniel Bryan versus The Rock.
That'd be very interesting.
Like almost like a rags to riches story. I mean, they almost killed it already with Daniel Bryan winning the championship this soon.
Mm-hmm.
But if you had like full rags to riches, like I came up through the indies and all that,
yeah,
you can almost do that with Orton and Bryan because they're like the same age.
Yeah, and The Rock and Orton, I mean, except for like movies and stuff, like the same exact.
Yeah,
their father and grandfather, all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, we have the lineage versus the. Yeah.
Exactly.
It'd be almost like reminiscent of the Punk Orton days, where it was like the two guys were so contrasting. But at this point, Daniel Bryan has enough experience working the WWE style that it wouldn't be bad at all. From the jump, it would have been bad.
There were a lot of like cool matchups in here.
Miz, Daniel Bryan.
That'd be cool. The Miz looked great in this match. Like it was perfect how he just sat there.
I'm sorry,
and he acted
Miz Barrett.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
Miz Barrett could make them a lot of money.
It was awesome. Miz was just sitting there the whole match, and you're like, what's he going to do? He doesn't want to get in there. And then finally he got in there, and he's like, okay. And he gets the crowd into it, and he went freaking 2010 Miz for a while.
Do you think they roll out Barrett Miz? Because
probably.
Barrett had him up in the wastelands, and then he rolled off the back skull-crushing finale.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah.
And I liked it because it wasn't like unbelievable. Like, oh, the Miz is a face now. He just ran through 3 guys. He got his good shots in. Yeah. He looked good. And then he came up short against 3 guys. Like, he got outnumbered. It wasn't like Super Miz or anything.
Yeah.
And then it got down to Orton, Dolph, and was it Del Rio? Yeah.
Del Rio.
Del Rio. So they go. Orton ends up RKOing Del Rio, and then it got down to Dolph and him. Orton kicks out of the zigzag, and then he goes for RKO. Dolph moves out of the way, and then, he's going for the punt. Stands up. Wah! Super kick to Orton. 1, 2, 3. Dolph Ziggler, sick ending. Gets the super kick. And it was just the ending was nuts. So Dolph Ziggler is the only survivor. Love it.
Yeah. And this was the second. They're finally getting momentum behind him.
Here it comes.
Mayans, man.
Here it comes. Dolph Ziggler's gonna be important.
Do you think how long do you think he carries the briefcase for?
Let's see. He can hold it clear till next Money in the Bank. But they might have another one at WrestleMania. So before WrestleMania.
Well, if they don't roll one out.
Well, if they don't roll it out, then it'll probably be longer. But
let's have them hold it till Mania, man.
At WrestleMania. Cash in at WrestleMania. When's the last time that happened?
Hasn't happened because. Oh wait, did it happen when it was the same day?
I don't think so because I remember in 2010 when Kane did it.
Yeah.
I think it was the same.
That was
they said it was the first time. It was the same night.
Okay. Yeah, because Punk won it twice and cashed it in later.
Edge did it at the New Year's thing. RVD at One Night Stand.
Miz, did he win it there?
Miz was the night after Survivor Series.
Yeah. Did he win at Money in the Bank or? Okay.
And then
Kane was the only one.
Yeah, Kane was the only one that was the night of in 2010. But yeah, so it depends on if they're gonna. So just keep looking for announcements. Like if we get on the dirt sheets, they're gonna do one. Then I'll probably cash it in sooner.
The dirt sheets called out this next thing pretty well.
Ooh.
And almost. I'm glad. Oh man.
The main event was oh my gosh.
The main event
was so much better. Like it. It's not like I wasn't excited for it because it's like the 3 of the biggest dudes you could roll out there right now.
We were nervous.
Punk, Cena, and then Ryback's getting up there. Like even though he hasn't been around a while, you look at him like every time he's in a match, how is he not going to win? And
the psychology of a triple threat. Jericho talked about this in his book.
There was so
when there's
many
2
times.
faces and 1 heel, you're just like, oh.
There were so many times where you thought it was over. Like Ryback, Punk, Cena kicked out of a GTS. Did anyone kick out of Shell Shock? No, no one kicked out of it, but they got like saved from it. Ryback was in the STF for a while.
He caught the elbow.
And the Punk hit the freaking elbow onto Cena, who had the STF on Ryback. That was cool. Yeah. Cena and Punk hit a teamwork suplex through the announce table on Ryback. Awesome. What else was there? There was no Anaconda Vices. I think Punk caught an attitude adjustment, but Ryback helped him out. So everyone got their finisher in once at least.
And then the ending happened.
They literally couldn't have picked two more guys. It's our guys.
It is.
It's my guy, and it was his guy, and it was Lilker. But they were...
Actually, it was Leaky, I guess.
Oh, he has a new name?
Leaky
Ono is what we call him.
I don't even know who it was. I wish it was Cassius Ono. That would
have been the triple.
Oh, jeez. But hopefully they're waiting to roll him out with Cesaro. That's why he wasn't in there. Because, if you look at it, you have these two guys who are your two best guys in developmental.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third guy is the muscle.
Yeah.
You could do that with Ono, and if you end up putting them with Punk, you could pull up the story better.
Yeah, exactly.
But
this was nuts.
What
was it? It was Ryback ended up. What was he going?
He had Punk up in Shell Shock.
And then all of a sudden these three dudes storm in and they're dressed like security.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
it's all black everything, and it's just we're sitting there.
It was so funny how my mindset went from this is so stupid to that guy has a blonde streak in his hair.
Yeah.
That is Seth Rollins, and then he's looking like, oh, shit, what if one of them's Ambrose?
And
that guy's Ambrose! Like, it was so funny.
And we freaked out, and we thought it was Leo Kruger.
And my little cousins were all sitting here like, huh? Yeah. Who? What? It was so funny. And I'm just freaking out because I saw Seth Rollins' hair, and he saw Ambrose, and those are our guys. We're just like,
Rollins.
What? It was like, oh my gosh. So they come out, and they just destroy Ryback. First they get him out of the ring, and then they all three pick him up and put him through the other table.
Yeah.
Oof.
And then they head out as Punk gets the win.
Punk pins John Cena. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk will get to 365 days. We were getting worried that there was going to be that whole thing, like he was saying, of the storyline of, oh, you were 1 day away. And we were like, oh.
Would have been 2, because everyone knows 2012 was a leap year.
Leaping. But
so it wouldn't have been 1 full calendar year, but it would have been 365 days.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he's gonna carry it now, and he's he'll carry it through TLC.
Yeah.
Do they roll out the triple threat at TLC again or what? We're not even gonna predict that. We're gonna at this point.
Who cares?
They're taking the wheel.
Dean Ambrose is here. We got CM Punk might be building a coalition.
Let me just say this. This was the big thing on Twitter. 3 of the biggest names in WWE history debuted on a certain night in November.
I think it was called Survivor Series. There was this one guy named the Undertaker.
Undertaker? Yeah, Undertaker.
Then there was Rocky Maivia.
Yeah, Rocky Maivia.
Oh, The Rock. And
wait. Okay, yeah.
Kirk Angel.
The guy who was in the Olympics.
Kirk Angel.
Yeah, Kirk Angel. Chris Angel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Oh, so there you go. So we had the debuts of The Undertaker, The Rock, and Kurt Angle.
At Survivor Series.
Could this be a sign of the times?
It shows that
some people just want to see the world burn.
I mean, they've kept Ambrose off every single thing for the past 5 months.
Now we see that it was probably for a reason.
Yeah, they believed in it, and they said, we're waiting. They've always been, you always see the thing like they're waiting for the right time.
Yep. And here it was.
This was the right time.
Triple H said he wouldn't bring him up till he had a
solid storyline. Guess what? Ryback is the hottest commodity in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have these 3 guys going at it.
Yep.
And you know what's perfect about there being 3 guys in there? There's 4 guys total. And eventually we're going to see Rollins break away because he doesn't work that great as a heel. Mm-hmm. Historically, of course. I mean, because you can't have somebody with that exciting moveset be a heel.
Yeah. See Justin Gabriel.
Yeah. Ambrose works perfectly as a heel.
He's psychotic.
He is crazy.
He's like the Joker.
And then you have What are they gonna? What's the new guy's name now? I saw it somewhere.
Leo Kruger. It's something.
I don't think it's Kruger, man.
Oh, it's not him?
It's not Kruger. It was the guy who played football at Georgia Tech.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Leaky or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But you can roll him and Ryback out there as like the two muscle guys, and then eventually have Rollins and Ambrose break off.
That'd be nuts.
We're talking about Dean Ambrose, who last year at the Night of Champions weekend wrestled CM Punk
Just because.
in Florida,
Just because.
and it was the best match of the weekend.
Just
Just because he can go. Rollins might be top 10 technically in the world.
Rollins is phenomenal wrestler.
Live is he like you?
He just kept off the ropes, spin it, wrap him up, boom, he's in an arm bar, and he just keeps going.
Yeah.
He just doesn't get it. Then he'd throw him back and do it again. It was just nuts.
Yeah, and
I saw Seth Rollins live. That's why I like him so much, because I saw him at WrestleMania Access, and I said, this dude is wild. Yeah. Survivor Series 2013.
Shout out to CM Punk for hitting the last chancery. Shout out to the Austin Aries move.
Survivor Series 2013. Team Punk. Punk, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, the other guy, and Brock Lesnar taking on 5 no-names.
Yep.
But, hey, this pay-per-view ended the way we wanted it to. 365 days.
Yeah.
It's 365 days right now, Eastern time.
And you know what? This is perfect, too, because TNA had just pissed off the entire internet by going with Hardy as their champ. So people are going to be like, if there was somebody who's like, oh, man, WWE just wasn't doing it for me. Now they're going to be like, oh, there's my guys.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Seth, Dean, and the other guy.
These guys,
the other guy.
These guys debuted up here at the top. And it wasn't like it had the shock factor, but it's going to have the bread behind it. It's not just Tenzai coming back.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely not that.
You don't have to bring him up from the bottom because the Ryback's up here. He hasn't been pinned yet without the assist of a ref.
Yeah, exactly.
So one of these guys takes him down. It's going to be pandemonium.
It would be redonkulous.
Especially if they beat him clean. Let's just do that.
Yeah, it'd be pretty crazy.
Because as much earning potential as the Ryback has, Dean Ambrose might be the biggest draw in wrestling in 3 years. Just how the Joker was the part that everyone talked about when they left The Dark Knight. Like, it was a great movie. The monologue was perfect. The mood, the story was great.
The Joker was freaking nuts.
Everyone talked about the Joker. Oh my gosh, Heath Ledger as the Joker was just like the best thing I've ever seen.
It was.
We had this type of potential, man, with Dean Ambrose.
It could happen.
Yeah. And Seth Rollins about as talented as Daniel Bryan. And they're both really young, so...
Seth Rollins is like 22.
Yeah.
Like,
he debuted at 19.
He's nuts.
Against the Briscoes.
He's nuts.
Nuts.
So we're looking forward to it. If you guys haven't, look up those guys, because it's exciting for us. But yeah, so that's Survivor Series. I got a lot more out of this than I was expecting.
We were expecting shit.
We were
nervous. And then the show started off so good. We were like,
okay, this could have potential. And then it kind of went, and then whoa.
Yeah, the last 2 things, it was like, oh, snap, we're back involved.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And it just, oh my gosh.
Steve Nash hitting the Gangnam.
Yeah. It just shows that WWE is starting to fill out.
Hey, shout out to Triple H. Never thought I'd say that, but this is his idea.
Oh, yeah. And if you look at it,
You've been waiting for these guys.
You have guys who can attract. You have Ryback who can attract. Sandow who can attract. Who can draw. You have Tyson Kidd getting some of those loud ovations of the night. You have people like that. And it's not just all faces, man. They do need more heels.
Yes.
That was when we were sitting there thinking they threw Otunga in there. But
we're like this guy.
Yeah. You bring back a Mark Henry, you'll be good.
By the way, we like how we unintentionally predicted Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose in our little pre-show when we asked for them to be the last members of Team.
We we thought. I don't know, man.
Hey, it happened. Whatever.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
We'll see him on TV soon.
Exactly.
Tomorrow, hopefully.
Hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, exactly.
So let us know if you are excited.
Let us know what you thought of this show. I can understand if you're not as excited about the show as we are if you don't like care too much about those guys.
But you should care a lot about
But
those
you
guys.
should care about them.
And you will
eventually.
Yeah.
So
we're going to watch some more Dean Ambrose promos.
Yeah, you guys have a great night. Let us know what you thought about Survivor Series. Subscribe above, like this video, comment down below. We will see you